remember a time you wanted to do something really bad, whether it be ride a roller coaster or skate across a frozen lake, and then you heard the worst word from your parents' mouth? No. Do you remember the bitterness running through you? The want to scream and shout and throw the biggest tantrum possible? I'm here to tell those who thwarted you, stop it. Overprotective parenting, helping or hurting. Although every parent would like to believe they're perfect, everyone has their problems, and sometimes that problem is being overprotective. The dictionary defines overprotective as unduly protective. I define this parenting style as restricting your child for fear they are to come in harm's way, even if the probability of harm is minimal. An article in Physiology Today mentioned a study conducted in the University of California. Scientists denied rats a normal rough and tumble horseplay as juveniles. The effects were disturbing. Rats that were deprived of play grew hyper-aggressive and antisocial. Furthermore, completely froze every time they were faced with a stressful situation. This leaves us to wonder, how similar are our brains to rats? And are we hurting our children just as much by overprotecting them? All around the world, playgrounds are becoming safer and softer. But some wonder if it's making a difference. They are asking the wrong question. They should be asking, what do we have to do with our children's playground injuries? In 1999, 205,000 children visited the ER with injuries sustained on the playground. In 2008, 220,000 children visited the ER. 85% of this number were minor injuries, such as cuts, bruises, sprains, and fractures. Although you might be relieved most children were only minorly injured, a study conducted through Winthrop University Hospital in 2009 might get you worried. 14% of the fractures that occurred to the lower leg bone, known as the tibia, happened on slides. Every child who sustained this injury from a slide was on a parent's lap when it happened. Now we're wondering, how else do we hurt our children just by trying to help them? Every child has a natural fear of the tallest swing or the biggest slide. This is what keeps them safe. When they conquer this fear, they feel a sense of accomplishment. These small victories are what shape them and their future. And when parents deny them of these moments with their safe playgrounds, they risk giving their child premature anxiety, which in most cases leaves a child fearful of the world we live in, to the point where they overprotect themselves. Great job, Mom. There are many links between parenting style and academics. The 4 basic types of parenting include authoritarian, authoritative, permissive, and uninvolved. The authoritarian style is more demanding and strict. Parents who use this style are emotionally distant and put an emphasis on academics. Children raised in this style excel academically, but due to constant direction, this style leaves kids relying on parents, which can put them behind in areas that require large amounts of creativity. The authoritative style shares common traits with the authoritarian style. They both put pressure on the academic area, but parents who use the authoritative style are emotionally close with their children. They have discussions of feelings and personal issues. Children raised in this style are emotionally smart and less focused on pleasing their parents. Permissive parents are not academically strict, but they maintain emotional closeness with their children. The lack of pressure in this style gives kids more freedom, which can mean they choose to neglect academics for more entertaining activities. Children raised in this style, while self-confident, tend to lack self-control and understanding of boundaries, which are 2 important life skills. Finally, the uninvolved style doesn't have any kind of academical pressure or emotional involvement. Children raised in this style will most likely do poorly in school and be emotionally unstable due to lack of support. This style is considered by most to be the worst for the fact that it leaves your child completely in the dark. Overprotective parents tend to set goals for their children, so their kids have no idea about setting goals. Without goals, there's no next level, no higher future. If you aim nowhere, that's just where you'll be. On top of their cluelessness about goals, overprotective children may choose to lie to meet the high standards in their everyday lives. Lying can quickly become a habit. First, you lie to your teacher about your understanding a lesson, then to your parent about your report card. Then you're lying to your employer about finishing those reports. When those lies come crashing down on you, you're left at rock bottom. This is what most overprotective parents fail to see. They are so focused on keeping their child safe in the here and now, they don't see that they're harming their child's future. Overprotective parenting is a nuisance and does nothing but block the road to greatness. I know not a single parent in the world would like to admit that they are overprotective, but this is what we have to do if we want this generation to grow up and thrive. So I ask every parent, let your child grow and be better for it.